Right, let me
Oh
actually
wait, you
start
paused the
recording. That would
stream.
help.
So, welcome back to round 9 of WTCL2 at Oulton Park in Great Britain. I
And
present to you
Ireland.
the Northern Ireland, but this man from the mental asylum has joined me because the other two commentators weren't quite
Well, it's 9
there.
p.m. when we're recording this.
Yeah, but
Nomura gets away well.
yes,
Oh,
Kortik gets actually overtaken by Knight, but he reclaims that position pretty quickly.
yep.
Yeah, he does it. Oh,
Simon. Now, one thing we know from the
so
WTCL rounds is that it's not particularly easy to overtake here. And with these
yeah.
WTCL2 cars already having proved this season to be a little bit harder to overtake in, I'm not expecting this to be a particularly classic race, but you never know. Let's just be thankful we don't have WTCL2 at Zandvoort.
We have a man called Connor Ryan in the field, so this could cause carnage.
Well, he's already
So
up 2 places off the start, as we see Knight trying to get past Kortig, and she does.
and she does, but Kortik has the better exit of this corner. But
There you
I
go.
don't think he would try
Who's
it.
going to go for it into the chicane? Oh,
Kortik tries it. Knight defends pretty well, and that's it.
Kortig drops
That's
to 5th then on
yeah.
his WTCL2 debut, of course, coming in for the injured Silvio Almeida. So we look back up the field and see this battle for the lead here between Nomura, Sermon, and
And
Ramirez.
Ramirez. Rosa Klepp hasn't quite done anything in this round, as she is currently sitting in 13th position.
Upper place from the
As
start, so
Yeah, but still, that is incredibly weak. As she retired last time as well, so she
yeah.
needs to get some points. Now, oh, that was a drift. Yeah, he get 100 style points for that. As we see, nothing really has changed throughout the field, but yeah, these drivers are not really trying to overtake here, rather than just keeping their positions. As it's incredibly difficult to really overtake here. Oh, yellow flag.
That's just the camera car. Don't
Yeah,
worry about
yes.
that. It's out. So
Yeah.
the camera car is dealt with. Oh, and Ohm's ping.
Oh, fitting. Oh, has he gotten a crash?
What's happened to
Oh, he got
Ohm?
shoved.
Has he got
He got
any notable
Aqua
damage?
Fredder.
Not at this point.
I think Aqua Fredder has something to do with it.
Oh,
She
Aqua
punts him and he
Fredder
spins.
taps Ohm, and I'm
Yeah,
assuming there was a bit of minor damage there, and that's why he pit, unless there was an incident earlier on in the lap. So
yeah, but I
Aqua
don't think.
Fredder, I don't really know if Aqua Fredder's at fault though, because Ohm had kind of half spun into her. But
Yeah.
I
Now
think
let's see the battle of first. Now it's quite spread out again. Nomura leads Sermon by 0.6 of a second, and
oh,
Ramirez is 1.1 seconds behind.
I was looking to see if anyone's. We might see a battle
Brady has
from.
dropped a position, but
Can't get past Flores.
of
That
course the
attracts
winner
him
from
and Ness
last
and
time,
Kleb and Miller and Desbodov in that battle. Oh,
Ramakers.
just look back for the field. Oh, and O'Connor's out.
Oh,
Oh,
Ian O'Connor.
you could say O'Connor, but I'm just
Oh god.
running
We
behind
need we
Aqua
need
Fredder,
to
and then
just an
well,
engine
something's
failure.
just
But yeah,
broken. I don't think it's an engine.
yeah,
Is it an engine?
suspension.
Oh no, it is an engine. I
Probably so.
think.
Oh,
Yeah, engine
that's all
failure
the
for
first
O'Connor
race.
then. So you look back to the front of the field. Sermon still not quite close enough to Nomura.
That's O'Connor's second retirement. This after round. No, it's his first retirement actually. He has 12 points in his third last in the championship. As Nomura and Sermon battle for P1, and for
Oh,
Nomura, this is an important.
Modals drops back.
Yeah, and Holzer has some damage.
Yeah, Holzer's got something to the back. So what's happened with
But
Rodal? Because she was obviously so she was ahead of St. Martin, and then St. Martin got past. Oh,
probably in some.
and that's why
Oh,
Rodal got held up.
hmm.
Don't know. Yeah, Holzer had already had damage, so it wasn't coming together with Rodal. Probably something on lap one.
So
So we see his
as
teammate
we
Grady on the back of Flores for night.
Flores. But yeah, Nomura has received really any offers from any WTCL team that has heard of him. Really, he's 11th in the championship, but still everyone wants him.
Well, you know.
Uh, I don't know.
Oh,
Is he going to become another UG either?
oh,
That's a question.
As we see
Oh, Zimmerman and Nest
Nest trying to get ahead of Zimmerman for 11th. Zimmerman will
both
have
had
the
an
inside line, and Nest backs out of the move.
Patrick Zimmerman with an especially weak start to the season.
To be fair, Baltica in general have been a bit slow this season.
Yeah.
Not really living up to some of the hype you'd think they might perhaps be able to generate after narrowly going down in WTCL last year. But, well, they've just been a bit lackluster this season in WTCL2.
Yeah, with a new team principal coming in, and it's a really clown car, but...
Oh! Knight nearly
Hey,
losing the
Knight and
back end.
Cordic.
To the
I
chicane.
think this corner, what the... I think all are drifting
you
through
can
this
see
corner,
there's this
maybe.
real trade, really, isn't there, from what Holzer in 7th and St. Martin in 6th, all the way down to the likes of Despodov in 15th.
Despodov.
And Aqua
Yeah,
Freddo's not a million miles out of it. So it's not the worst.
Nomura has extended his gap to around a second. I think he will comfortably lead that home. And this is especially important for whoever wants to sign him, but this is going to become carnage once he announces where he wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting, obviously, Nomura, where he will end up next season. Lots of teams interested, but of course, only one of them can actually sign him. So
yeah, and I think that it's going to be the one with the most money.
Well, you say that. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's cool. So, I mean, to be fair, if someone offered you 400k to go to, I don't know, maybe like Lava or Velociter, who have been the two worst teams, would you exactly do that? Or like, yeah, like Rotorberg in the WTCL, like, they might offer you more, but they also are the worst team, so you might take a bit less.
You know, I would just take them. I would just take the money and perform shit.
Like, and Ramirez has got ahead of Sermon.
Oh yeah, he would take.
Sermon was actually.
Is it before I get cancer again? Is it a she?
No, it's Carlos Ramirez, so it is a he.
Alright.
I mean, if he wants to identify as a she, that's a different matter. But he was born a male, and yeah, Sermon just got a bad exit. And Ramirez takes full advantage up to second then. For the Cosworks team, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not obviously usually on. Team, yes. I'm not normally on WTCL2, so obviously Alex here, you'd be more the expert on it, but I'm just doing my job, filling in, helping out, as we see Holzer trying to close in on St. Martin then.
Come on. No, Holzer has had a 1-2 last weekend with young performance, but I don't think this is going to happen this weekend exactly.
I mean, look, it's going to be interesting regardless what happens, really. I mean, we'll see what happens here, as we're going to look back towards the battle for second now. Sermon trying to get back at Ramirez.
Yeah, and will Sermon actually do it? He has a chance now in this corner, but I don't think he will.
Trey Sermon, still searching for his first podium of the season. Has finished close on many occasions. Has finished, 5th and 6th when he's finished. Yeah. But at the moment, he's running in 3rd, and he's on for his first WTCL2 podium, providing his car makes it to the end of the race, or he just doesn't make an error. I think he's going to be too far back.
He's currently 5th in the championship and makes a decent season.
Been consistent, if ignoring to Lagos. But, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good, and...
don't think he's going to be quite close enough. Just going to see if anyone's...
No.
Oh, we might see him... No, Grady just didn't get the exit. Of course, Grady is a driver you'd be used to.
Yeah, I still regret giving him up for someone.
I mean, what happens in the past happens in the past, you know? It happens.
Yeah, let's concentrate on this races. Yeah, pretty much, the status hasn't changed since lap 1, but it's racing, and we have 20 laps in front of us as
we see Sermon all over the back car for Ramirez for second. This has really helped Nomura, who's pulled 3 seconds clear at the moment.
Throughout these races, it became clear that all the cars are roughly equal, but each other outperform one another on different tracks, as we have seen in the last race. Now, obviously, we can't tell really who's going to win the championship this season. As, of course, you need a strong financial backing to make it in WTCL and even be sustainable there. So,
well, I mean, look, obviously, getting into WTCL isn't just about performing. It's about can a team not only afford you, But do they also think you're actually good enough? Because obviously
Yeah,
WTCL2 standard drivers, not quite as good as WTCL drivers.
yeah. I think whoever wants to go into WTCL one needs to completely rework their team in terms of drivers. So
Yeah. I mean, if you go
yeah,
up, yeah. At the moment, Cosworks are going up, but they only have a narrow lead over the likes of Flatland, Project R, and Trojan and Jiang.
I think
Which,
it will be a
yeah,
five-way battle between Jiang and Cosworks and all the way through it. Flatland, Project R, and Trojan.
they're
But
kind
the
of
rest really,
spreading themselves out now, as we see Holzer
yeah,
on the back of St. Martin for 6th. St. Martin's had a bit of an interesting year.
yeah.
Won in Japan, obviously, and has blown up in both races since. So it's going to be interesting to see if she can bounce back to form. She's under pressure from Holzer for P6 here. Goes a little bit wide. Is that the opportunity Holzer could have potentially pounced on?
No.
Just didn't quite get it. Of course, another issue you've got to.
Also, oh, I think that was Samata losing a little control there.
So we'll look. I mean, to be fair, these cars are also quite slippery. We have seen that on some of the other tracks this year.
Yeah.
They are a little bit
Yeah.
less stable.
Argentina, where Silvio
I mean,
Almeida
it's
just
why
flew
we
into the
had to cut the
barriers.
chicane out.
Yeah.
So look.
And Andre
Oh,
Ness, who did a flyer last race, and
well, at the moment, Ness is running in 11th, so not quite a
I think
flyer
this
this weekend. But go Miller currently holds the last point-paying position. Just
the man who finished third, no, who lost everything last race.
mm.
Of course, being in the race for the first position in the start, and then just getting away with 1 point, sadly.
I mean, look, Miller
Uh,
has. Oh, yellow flag. Oh,
oh,
Lorenzo
Lorenzo! Oh no, what the fuck happened there? Did he get punished?
was on
Oh,
the back of
Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt, and
What?
then
He tries to
he.
overtake him, probably.
Oh, he just lost the
Oh, he
back end
just.
going into the corner
Oh no,
and
that
spun it. So not
reminds
great
me of
there
a certain
for
driver.
Lorenzo. I mean, you can see here. Look at this. The Ruler has just dominated this field.
0.1 guy per second. He's really showing a strong weekend, especially because teams are interested in him, and
Yeah.
this will make his. Yeah, I think it's just
Well, at
because
the
of that,
moment,
but
this would be an absolute clean sweep for the Ruler. Fastest in practice, fastest in qualifying, wins the race, and gets fastest lap.
that's really nice.
I don't know if any other driver has ever done that in both series. Like, maybe done a qualifying fastest lap and race win, but I don't know about fastest in practice as well.
Yeah, as we
Absolutely dominant
see,
weekend so far for Nomura.
Ralph Kortic closing the gap to Haley Knight.
Mm.
Of course, Haley Knight has only 1 year left on her contract.
I mean, she's been a bit quiet this year, really. Been
Yeah,
outperformed by Rodal, but well,
I mean,
she clearly wants that contract, obviously.
yeah, but I think she's relatively expensive for a
Mm.
team in WTCL2 having a wage bill of 119,000 per race.
She did very well in the WTCL endurance last year, but clearly has just not been able to capitalise. I think Rodal got ahead of Holzer at some point, because I
Yeah,
thought, yeah, Rodal was behind,
yeah,
and this is how the move happened. Holzer got a poor exit, and Rodal to the outside. It's like taking candy from a kid there.
oh
Swooped
god.
by up into 7th now, as Holzer drops back to 8th, and he's actually got his teammate Grady behind at the moment. So we're going to look down the field. Yep. So there's Nomura leading, just miles clear.
But I still can't understand how Ralph Kortic is on a rolling contract while being full time. I don't quite get that.
I mean, look, he's coming to replace Armedia. I would assume once Armedia comes back, he'll be dropped. Or they might just
Poor
keep
man.
him and partner alongside Armedia if he maybe outshines Despidov in this period. But we will see.
Yeah, but
As we
if he
see.
struggled, I mean, it's a risk. It's a risky move. He had
Mm.
another team interested, but I think it's a better move to move to WTCL2 first.
Oh, I feel
And
like also it might well have been a lower WTCL team, and therefore it might make more sense to go down to WTCL2 at a team like Trojan, who obviously sit fourth in the standings, so he can show off a bit more rather than being stuck out the back of the WTCL team. So
yes,
we'll see.
yes.
could also have just been he got linked with it. He could have also just been like an endurance seat, and maybe he wanted to just not do endurance. We'll never know.
Maybe he
Maybe,
couldn't be asked to do endurance.
yeah, I mean, obviously going down to WTCL2 as well. I think also the caliber of drivers is lesser. As a result, it's maybe a little bit easier to shine out rather than when you're in the big leagues and you're up against really big name drivers. Obviously, Ralph Cortick, who was a free agent, was just wanting anything to impress. So trying to drop down maybe into the lower divisions, improve as a driver, progress and impress, and then maybe climb the rank later on, as we see him on the back of Pick Night for fourth. I mean, yeah, the point I made about overtaking has been proven. It's not been the most eventful race.
It's really just barely possible in the fast corners.
So
and also the braking zones.
So coming up across the line, when Ramirez has broken the Nomura deadlock on the sector times.
Yeah.
But at the moment, not really.
I think Nomura has finally got his performance back after.
Oh, I think Kleb having a look at Holzer, who's dropped back a lot.
I think it's a mechanical failure at this point.
Oh!
What he's done?
Oh! This is what happened to Holzer.
He did to Lorenzo.
Yeah, just spun the car. And that's how he dropped behind these lot. And that's how obviously Kleb was able to get past. So she's up into 11th, Kleb.
Yeah, she really needs to make a hunt for the good positions, because if she wants to keep a breath of the WTCL2 driver standings, she really needs to get a move on as she is.
I think it'll be Ramirez who leads Sermon, because Desbodov is nowhere and Kleb is nowhere. Ramirez and Sermon are both in the podium standings.
Yeah.
Although Nomura can also
Silvio
jump
Silvio Almeida will drop definitely, and
I mean he's injured to be fair.
Yeah, he will, but Carlos Ramirez will overtake.
He's kind of done what Corleone did last year, really. Get a title fight and then get injured.
I mean, if Desbodov could get a move on and really get into the points position, he might be able to hold fourth.
Well, he's in 14th.
So
he's got a point at the moment. But obviously, I think
he's also just 1 point in front of Trey.
I mean, 1 point is better than 0 points, okay?
Also, I've just noticed in the hub it says Trey Sermon.
Yes.
Why is it called Trey Sermon here?
It's Trey Sermon.
Yeah, then it's just
okay. The hub and the thing change, okay?
Yeah, but
I mean, apparently Ferdinando Corleone apparently what was his name? Like, you know, Corleone. It's called Ferdinando Corleone. I thought it was Fernandinho Corleone.
Fernandinho, like a fucking Brazilian football player.
I don't know, my brain died, but still. I didn't realise that. Anyway, back to the race. Not too much going on. We might see a battle for sixth if Rodor decides she wants to wake up.
That's really the only battle currently going on.
I mean, there might be a couple towards the back. I can see Clavin and Henry are quite close, but that's only for 20.
Yeah.
So, not one we're going to particularly pay too much attention to. So we look up here. Maybe Rodor, does she fancy a move into the hairpin on St. Martin? No. Might get the run, though.
Will she get the run? No, through the chicane. Maybe she's faster through the chicane, and well, no, I think San Martin even got the better exit, well, as it looks like it. As we saw, Günther Ulmer just being nowhere. He of course pitted at the first lap.
Yeah,
that's his race over, sadly. Well, right now we can't see really much going on except for the. There's also a battle for 9th between Ness and Flores.
Nomura's lost a lot of time. Oh, St. Martin wide, Rodor not able to take advantage.
Yeah, no, she won't. She won't be quicker.
Yeah, Nomura has dropped to 3.5 seconds, so...
Maybe he's done... Oh, yeah, maybe he's done a mistake, as it's only 3 seconds again. We shouldn't look at the front. Maybe we can see if there's some damage or something.
That's Ramirez.
That's the wrong one. Did he spin or was it just... Yeah, I think he just was slow.
Could have just been a slow exit. Oh.
Oh, no, that was a mistake, yeah.
That's what happened to Nomura, and that's why he lost time. So...
Let's look. Kortic is nowhere near Knight, so this won't be exciting until the last few laps. Oh, Samartin and O'Grady has taken some seconds out of Rodel, and he might be
Well,
in the
Rodal's caught
position
up
for
behind St.
next six.
Martin.
Yeah. Also, there's a battle for 10th and a battle for 12th between Kleb, Zimmerman, and Despodov.
Kleb's dropped back to 13th now.
Yeah, as Despodov tries really hard to overtake her. Well, St. Martin. Oh, ooh,
St. Martin is just holding everyone up here.
Yeah, she's holding her dear life onto this position. As we see,
Still, Rodal can't take advantage, and Grady continues to get dragged into this.
yeah, but he has his warning lights on. I think everyone has, right? Yeah. Oh, they have just the lights on. That's why maybe. As we see, oh, it has actually also has fought back himself. He was 12th temporarily, but now he's 11th.
Is Rodal going to finally get the move on St. Martin? She's angling like she's going to try it, but again, just a little bit too far back.
I don't think she's too far. Yeah, she's a little too far away.
Of course, the two WTCL2 races I've commentated this year have been the worst two.
Nice. You really missed Argentina. Argentina was really nice, but...
Yes, and I ended up commentating Suzuka and now this.
This is not nice.
Then the good part about Suzuka was seeing Liam Henry try Year 7 gymnastics. That's about it. That's where it peaked. It's always downhill from there. Oh, Corsic got ahead of Knight.
Yeah, he overtook her probably, or she had to, oh, that was quite a long time ago. Yeah, on the straight, so she had just a bad exit.
What happened. Knight just got a howler of an exit, and Ralph Corsic up to 4th. Don't think he's going to quite be able to get a podium, but a decent debut nonetheless.
Yeah.
As we see St. Martin continue to hold up Rodal.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good for Rodal.
No, it's not.
As we see, a gap between Knight and Joseph and St. Martin is around 6 seconds. So, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Really, Rodal try it now. She needs to overtake her if she wants a top 5 position.
Yeah, I think Rodal's lost her cutting edge. But no one really is. I mean, they're all getting caught up in that battle.
Yeah, Nomura is just 4.5 seconds ahead again, so that won't be... Oh, there's a battle for second. They're just not that far apart from each other, but Sturman has definitely ripped some seconds away from Ramirez, who maybe had some mistake along the corners.
I mean, you have to be really close to even be considered a battle, given how hard it is to overtake here.
Yeah.
As we see, Ramirez, just stretching away.
Kordig and Knight, Joseph and St. Martin and Rodal are 2 different battles.
We'll actually not call this the Oulton Parkwood GP. We'll just call this the Rodal versus St. Martin GP.
Yeah, this is basically 100% of the race.
Oh.
I don't recommend watching this, but...
I mean, you get to listen to Joseph Letzter's quote-unquote insight. Wink.
We need to do a Grill the Grid or something, bro.
Oh, God, no.
Grill the Grid with fucking Xander while he's drunk.
Ask Ethan, would you sabotage one of your drivers? Yes. God.
Yes. Well, we really have not a lot of commentating.
I mean, what could we really say? The weather's nice.
Yeah, we could try to talk about fucking the driver market at the end of somewhere in the geopolitics of Europe, but
look, the weather's
I don't recommend it. Yeah, but how about the Linda Rodal? Of course, got an extension from a team, obviously, which I'm believing that could be it. But we also have heard that apparently Amara Perez has gotten 4 offers from
somehow
4 teams. Yeah, I think it's mostly WTCL.
Oh, I think we might be seeing the move for 6th place.
Yes.
Rodal pulls out. What an exit! Crowley, they're going to go 3 wide. Oh, they all got squeezed. And Rodal lost out, and Crowley got ahead of Rodal, but St. Martin has somehow held on to 6th. We need
Rodel took
we need
it.
to get
No,
a
Rodel.
This is what
Yeah,
happened.
this was
This
exciting.
is Grimaldi's perspective of it.
What an exit he had gotten. Jesus
He just
Christ.
went stonk mode. So as you can see,
Oh,
Ronald had a look at St. Martin, and then Grimaldi had to thread the eye of the needle there. Got
oh God.
sandwiched between them, and almost spun across
Yeah,
the
but he
former
managed to
Nürburgring
control it.
driver.
Well, he's not from me, he's just loaned out.
Oh yeah, loaned out even. I'm not really too familiar with the situation, but yeah, this is that. Okay, I mean, this is St. Martin's perspective of it.
Well, Grady is
She
proving
sees
himself.
these two cars going up the inside. She's not even aware that they've nearly taken each other out the race. Something happened and it only took 13 laps.
Well, Grady is proving himself time and time again that he will win.
Oh,
That he
Goldschmidt's
will
petting.
be
Has Goldschmidt got damage or...
probably refueling.
Oh, does Goldschmidt not have a wheel wing? Hang on. Or
I
is that
think
just
he
how the
had
car
one.
looks? Yeah, the Goldschmidt doesn't
No,
have
he
a
had-
wheel wing.
Yeah, he doesn't have a rear wing, so
What's
he doesn't.
happened
He doesn't.
to Sebastian Goldschmidt, of course, the Drake driver?
Mm.
Got some rear
Oh,
wing
yeah.
damage somehow. Not sure who's smashed in his back doors, but it's a bit gay in it. Wink. That's what happened, and it was contact tackle for him again.
The Aqua Fredder on a mission to murder everyone today.
Pretty sure she took out Ohm, wasn't it?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
also took out Ohm. Yeah.
So
Oh, man.
Aquafredder might get some penalty points after this. Which,
Yeah, Sermon is pretty close to Ramirez.
we
Who
might actually see a battle for second here between
Nomura
Sermon.
lost a second. Nomura lost a second.
So Goldschmidt pits, that's pretty much his race done. Another disappointing race
Yeah.
from the Drake young driver. So
Yeah,
Nomura
Nomura lost a
leads,
second.
Nomura is second,
Yeah.
Sermon third.
Kortic fifth.
Rodol's
Fourth.
actually dropped behind Ness now. So,
Oh god, I mean, he probably has a problem now.
who knows? Oh,
There's a battle for 11th, really close.
I mean,
so.
we're focusing on the battle for second right now
Yeah.
between Ramirez and
This
Sermon.
has priority. This has priority.
I like this camera angle, so I'm going to use it.
Yeah, the Opel in front of Sermon is pretty. Yeah, he had a worse exit than him, but now he's really pretty
I
close.
feel
As we
like
can
this
see
angle
Nomura
gives
in
you
the
a really
distance.
good sense of just the altitude changes and the bumpiness and how close they actually are. Here we go. Sermon
Yeah.
gets close.
I don't think he won't do the move now. Oh, that looks like he almost spun from that camera angle.
I mean, it is quite bumpy as well. Don't forget. You can see how just twisty and turny and how like little the altitude changes are that can make all the difference. As Ramirez tries to get it in, Sermon can't quite find.
Oh, someone had a worse exit. Now this won't be anything. Oh. No, he won't. As Goldschmidt has even dropped behind Omer. There's the battle for 12th. Yeah, that's this race over. Sermon, will he try it now? Will he try it? No, he won't try it, right? No.
He might do it on the run towards the hairpin if he can hook up the exit. And to be fair, he hooked the apex up better than Ramirez, but Ramirez gets the better traction.
Yeah, she has the better. He has the tight and more traction now. But Goldschmidt is pretty close as well, so.
In for
now
the
he could try the
hairpin.
hairpin. No, he won't try it.
Be a little look from Ramirez clinging on for second.
This is somehow the most exciting Snowfest I ever had.
So, I mean, yeah, the chicanes cause an issue because you're literally flinging the car which doesn't have any grip. So yeah, look up the road. That little speck in the distance is Nomura.
Yeah, he has dominated this race so far. Goldschmidt really now could get the better exit up the hill.
Just seeing. Oh, I'll focus back to it though. I was just checking.
Not quite getting it.
See, I mean, I think this also gives you a sense of just how like. Oh yeah, Sermon's had a shocker. Yeah, Sermon had a shocker.
Yeah.
So see Ness and Rodel fighting for P8. Rodel got back ahead of Ness, I think. So that'd be interesting to see if Ness can come back at Rodel.
Yeah.
This is 12th in the standings versus 13th in the standings, so pretty
Mm.
fitting to see them in the midfield. So we look back down the field. The damage there.
Holes are... the damage on holes are getting worse and worse.
This,
Like many teams' performances this race. Of course, now every WTCL2 team has an player-led team principle. Which is quite nice to see, but...
Well, looks like the battle that we might focus on. Yeah, Sermon's close, kind of back in on Ramirez. Not much. Oh. Well,
No,
I hate just had an absolute mare there. So we will focus on the battle for P3 now.
Which could become the battle of third.
Sermon's actually managed to get himself dragged into potentially a battle with Kortig and Knight here.
Knight! Yeah.
Which could prove interesting. If Ralph Kortig gets a podium on his WTCL2 debut, I think Trojan will be very pleased with that, but it does look like Sermon's just began to pull away again.
Yeah, Scrady is not really close.
Scrady is the next driver to try and get past the bottleneck.
Oh, God. Well, he has a better run uphill. We can see that he's closing little by little, but I think maximum of P6 is great for him, because if we look at the gaps between 6th and 5th, it's literally 10 seconds. That's how slow San Martin was throughout this race.
Oh, now we got Knight on the back of Kortig for P4. Does she get the exit? No.
No. Kortig is little pulling away. Yeah.
Can Grady get past the bottleneck?
Now, we will now see if he can get it.
Let's go to the funny angle.
As his car is an MG, I think he has an MG.
Into turn
which
one.
Is quite unreliable this season, but...
Don't say that. I mean, it will blow up now.
Oh, don't not.
Let's go back to
Let's
Knight.
say that let's say that the Xeon TCRS from Trojan and Project R is very unreliable as well, so they could blow up as well. And I hope for
the hairpin they go. I mean, this has kind of turned into somehow a battle for second between Ramirez, Sermon, Kortig, and Knight.
What if Kortig blew up now?
If Kortig blew up, then I'm assuming he must have been linked with a Stoffel second seat.
Yeah.
Oh, bounces off the curb there, Kortig. Takes a different line tonight.
Yeah. But a 32-year-old in a mostly farmers league where most the WTCL1
rejects go.
Teams, yeah, like Kim Woon Jae.
What do you mean rejects? He was just too powerful.
Yeah, he's even now linked with a WTCL1 team again. The same team that rejected him.
Apparently he's been linked back with your team somehow.
Yeah.
Don't know why you.
I mean,
it'd be like getting rid of an abusive ex-girlfriend and then taking her back. Like, okay, maybe not abusive.
I didn't even offer for him. I didn't even offer for him. That's the funny thing.
It's like kicking out a girlfriend because you think you're better than her when she smells like piss and her dog only has 3 legs. then a year goes by. Then a year goes by and you now are homeless and you're having to beg her to come back to you. That's basically what I'm assuming the Woon Jae to Nurburgring return is like.
Yeah, it would fucking blow up everything.
I'm better than you, Get Smith. Okay, maybe I'm not.
Of course, Java is also fighting for it, but WTCL2 time. But we have seen that Java got an offer, the Finnish free agent.
I mean, yeah, I have no idea how Javi got an offer. Pretty average.
Yeah, I think it's probably
WTCL2
fucking around.
I don't know. It's probably WTCL2 team. I mean, if it's you,
it's not me. I'm stupid in many ways, but I'm not that stupid.
I doubt that. I've seen your quote-unquote intelligence. Sweet.
Just because I fell on my head at birth doesn't mean that I'm stupid.
Back to the race. Meadows currently in the last points paying position. His teammate Ohm was taken out of lap 1.
Slow. Nomura is 7.3 seconds clear of Ramirez.
This is
decided.
This is just light work.
San Martin is holding up everyone, and the gap to 5th is 11 seconds, now 12 seconds. she might be a shit driver.
I mean,
Just saying.
yeah, she's just really struggling. 20 seconds behind her teammate. 10 seconds behind
Yeah.
the nearest driver. She is
Holding up the rest of the field.
only up Grady, of course. So we're going to look back now to the battle for second between Sermon and Ramirez.
What would happen if Nomura blows up? I think everyone would celebrate.
Then the race gets thrown wide open.
Yeah.
But at the moment, providing Nomura can make it round alive, he is going
I mean,
to
he
win this
has to
race.
overtake Goldschmidt and Omer, who are both lap cars.
I mean, I'm
They could
looking
hold
at the
him up.
mini-map. Goldschmidt is just exiting the middle sector as Nomura
And
is just
Nomura is
entering
just-
it. So,
yeah, so that's...
yeah,
happen.
have fun with that theory. Unless you're literally implying he can close up an entire sector in 6 laps.
Ramirez was pretty slow into that braking zone.
Sermon smells blood in the water. But sadly for him, he then realises this ocean is not an ocean, but is in fact the Oulton Park circuit.
He then went to sleep again.
You're going to be going straight to sleep after this one.
Of course, we're then looking down the field and see Liam Henry.
As we see Sermon, is he going to go for the move on Ramirez? Surely, but no.
Now let's look at the battle for 6th right now, as they are entering. San Martin just being slow as fuck doing this corner. I don't know who fucking employed her, but that must be desperate.
Somehow St. Martin actually won a race this season.
Yeah, we can't explain
You wouldn't
how,
think it looking at her performance today. I haven't seen a performance this flat since my granddad tried to get an erection. That is a joke, don't worry. Listen, you put me on commentary with no Ethan. I've got to start making stuff up. Shush.
I mean, yeah, Nomura is Japanese. Probably the one non-European driver, and there's rumor that Stoffel wants a non-European driver. Or was it that he wants a European driver?
Yeah, so for some of these rumors.
I think Nomura is just getting the best offer he gets, and that's good. And we have probably, I think, we have rumored about Dion being offered 350,000. So
yeah, some of them might be a little bit exaggerated.
So Nomura being offered 390,000 isn't that far-fetched as well. So
I mean, we'll see where Nomura goes.
I mean, it was a dream for me. I can employ him, but that would be just another Balajan love story, man. Oh, a good driver, then become overrated as fuck and spinning around for me.
Wonder who that could be.
I wonder. Still a bit fucking depressed about this race. I hate Old Park already. Looking at this race, this doesn't fill me with.
Look, WTCL, it wasn't great. WTCL2, we had a 3-wide battle. That was about it, really. Sermon getting close to Ramirez.
Please, just overtake him.
Now you know how I must have felt having to commentate the Zandvoort race in WTCL last year.
Poor Joseph needs to fucking cut in epic racing moments before
I'm just saying, if they made highlights, there would be no highlights for this race.
Hello,
welcome to WTCL2 Bound 9 at Oulton. And the Muro wins!
And goodbye.
Okay, fuck off. That should be the entire highlight.
I mean, we could have needed Drunk Zando in here to make the...
No.
Yeah, though I think this Drunk Xander would have made them a better race just out of his commentary, like just like mumbling and hearing
We've got nothing else to discuss.
Around.
Let's discuss the liveries. We'll start off with sermons. And
it's pretty decent. I think I like it a bit. Yeah, it's the Japanese, of course, the Japanese team, and the sponsors fit perfectly on it. So
don't worry.
Unless so Silvio Almeida already embraced the Japanese culture by kamikazing into the turn there.
No! Oh god. For once it's someone getting cancelled in a commentary box with me and it's not me for once.
And yeah, but the team principal is also Japanese, so I think he probably got in a race for that. As we can see, the Cosworks livery is simple, but it's really a really simple but really nice livery for me, because I like simple liveries, and it's exotic. WTCL2, it's exotic. We had a depression in season 2, but now we have a season 3, which is nice. And as I'm saying, the lava touring car comes to my mind, and I immediately puke because I can't look at that shit for 2 seconds.
Well,
And
we see Sermon on the back of Ramirez.
yeah, and my personal favorite of the liveries is the Velocita. I think it has something that it doesn't have, really. Yeah, this one. It's really looking nice.
See, personally, I was quite a big fan of the Flatland one.
Yeah, it's a really
Now,
simple,
the sponsors have slightly ruined it.
Yeah.
The flower
Agreed.
especially. But I like the blend of the yellow and the green, and the fact that the Goodyear sponsor is in yellow makes it stand out. And
we have many red and green colors this year on the grid.
case in point.
Yeah.
You can see the Clover sponsor on the Modals car.
So
Yeah.
if you have a weakness, and if you have a color weakness, like you can't tell what is red or what is green, you might be confusing Project R with Young Performance or something.
Oh god, imagine a colorblind person looking at the liveries for WTCL, and imagine someone who's colorblind who can't see black in WTCL.
Oh god, that poor person.
And then they see it as, like, I don't know, blue or something.
Why is the German flag blue?
Yes. Blue stands for Blood of Jews.
No, we don't make this joke here. This is YouTube, we get fucking cuts. No, don't make it, please.
This is what happens when you give two absolute shitheads a fucking boring race. To be fair, it's still more coherent than Sandor right now.
I would like to see Sandor's reaction to this race, though.
Oh no.
He's
not even gonna put it up.
You just hear a glass bottle falling around and like some fucking Hungarian screeching, and then I can imagine that perfectly.
Oh! Right, well, the snooze fest, the Grand Prix. I'm gonna go for a nap. Wake me up when something happens.
Alright. Is he really going for an hour here? I need to for the last 2 laps we can talk about the geopolitical situation.
No.
No, we can really talk about the track layout. As in practice, it became apparently that everyone tried to beat a Mazepin, but nobody really could beat a Mazepin, so we needed to readjust the track, and now we have this boring shit fest. I'm really sorry to provide you this, but
look, we had to get rid of the chicane. What can we do? Unless you want to see everyone half spinning it and crashing into each other.
Hey, I mean, that's a better race than fucking Zandvoort.
I might show that in private to Alex, but not now. Not when we have a job to do. Well, I say job. This is like when the college apprentice. This is like when you get your first job at like McDonald's, and it's like your first day and you have no idea what the fuck to do. So I'm looking for the move, but he's again just a little bit too far back.
I think that's me right now. I'm pretty new to commentary, and
I mean, it's about the culture. The best advice I can give if you want to get into commentary: be passionate and just talk a load of shit. It works for. Do people like me? Probably not, but I don't care.
Fun fact: Trey's sermon is resembling a Nico Hülkenberg this season. You might.
I will cry. Imagine the scenes if he blows up on the final lap.
Oof.
I mean...
Let's not jinx him. Please, let's not jinx him. As I'm looking at the standings...
well, he's had a decent race in 7th.
Yeah. Of course, being a lone driver of me, and... Well, if he's keeping improving himself in WTCL2, he might just be an endurance seat next season. As... James Smith isn't really that good of a choice.
I mean, I would argue you could put yourself in that endurance seat and you'd do a better job than Smith.
Did you ever look at me driving? Well, I'm good in fucking racing simulators, but I'm not good in fucking driving trucks or something.
Oh, Ramira's a bit slow. Sermon gets close.
Sermon, please fucking do it now, or just fucking ramming off the circuit.
Here's a drinking game. Have a shot for every overtake. How sober will you be?
I think you could drive a car after that.
You might still be in the drinking limit, yes. penultimate lap, fuck all has happened, to put it nicely. It's just...
I just want someone to blow up and cause carnage now, because
Simon game.
as I'm looking, but I really think, yeah, Corti could be a replacement for Silver Maida, but Alec Trevelyan, who is of course the endurance driver, could have stepped up for the Silver Maida spot. And
I mean, I suppose maybe they want to keep Trevelyan in the endurance.
yeah, but he could have been promoted for that time, and then
well.
of course drive both seats.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's allowed, but we'll see. So,
I tried it with Balazs and it didn't
anyway,
work.
back to the race lead. Nomura's coming around the final corner to start the final lap. So we see one. That's a mood.
Oh god, Simon needs to make this move stick now, else I'm going to fucking shoot myself. I have already
Final
got
lap
prepared.
of the Oulton Park WTCL2 race. As we
Fastest
see
lap by Nomura. This has been a complete snooze fest.
I mean, yeah.
Simon just don't blow up. A good ending to this would be if he just fucking doesn't blow up. Let's look at the stats of WTCL. You do know Jaren Ali, right?
World class
That free
driver.
driver. He had a podium.
Yeah, he got it in the first ever endurance race in season 1.
And fucking no, and Ansel Yavi also has a podium. My god, what the fuck? He has more podiums than fucking Patrick Zimmerman. Oh no, than James Smith, the legend. And
What's the
I
record for
can't quote
most
this. I
races
can't
without a
quote
point?
this. I can't quote this enough. But I quote the royalty principle. I have a good confidence in Jordi Ascona. I have a very good feeling when he drives. I mean, he has overtaken. Yeah, but
he's ahead of Balazs in the standings. So
it's not hard, to be honest. That's not hard.
well, we're coming towards the final corners of this absolutely classic race. If you're the kind of person who watches antique shows.
This is more of a
but for Nomura, with apparently like half the entire teams in every series bidding for him, he's going to go, lights the flag, fastest in practice, fastest in qualifying, wins the race and gets the fastest lap. Carlos Ramirez holding on for second.
The Japanese
Corti got his debut was fourth, Knight was fifth.
Both Japanese driver and team, Nomura and Project R, could be happy with this result.
Coming up towards the line, and St. Martin, who was clearly on for dear life for sixth, was able to use the fact you can't overtake and holds on, followed by Grani, rode away at eighth. Ness, little bit loose, might lose out to Zimmerman, but Ness held on. Holt's on 11th, Desmond on 12th, Kleb 13th, Miller gets the last point, then Aquafed on Flores Lorenzo, crosses the line in 17th, then Ramicas and Henry Claren has had a disappointing weekend, nowhere in any session, and then came Ryan in 21st. He'll be the last of those not to pit.
And
who was of course wiped out by Aquafredo, is going to come across the line in 22nd, closely followed by the other driver who was taken out by Aquafredo in 23rd. And the last finisher of the race, Sebastian Goldschmidt. Another disappointing weekend for the Drake driver.
It's really surprising that Nomura did. What will Nomura now think? Because he has proven the entire WTCL that he can compete in WTCL2. But to be honest, these drivers are more rejects and more failed racing drivers than Iron, and that I am good in the ETS2. So
right, I think we should wrap this up. Not too much to discuss, if anything.
Yeah, really, it was really boring.
You want to do the outro?
But, yes. What? I'm doing the outro?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that was the Oulton Park race. Pretty boring. Perhaps you can call it a snooze fest, but there were some good actions, like one overtake we all saw, and then it just was quiet throughout the season and throughout the race. I hope we see. I hope that I can see you next time, as Nomura absolutely bins it into the pit. I hope I can see you next time in race number 9, which is actually in Zandvoort, so another boring race in front of us. And I hope to see you soon. I hate my fucking family.